Okay, so most important thing is process. As long as you follow the process, it's clockwork. And I think there's a major gap in the Dubai real estate market. And that's majorly because of the culture. Yeah, remember I spoke to you about culture?
Yes, background and culture.
Right, as in, I think typically because you just boom, make calls, and then if you make 100 calls, and I think it mentally deteriorates you, right? It does affect you.
Yeah, you as well as the end user.
And so then your entire goal, because there's so much of pressure, it becomes purely closing the deal. You don't care about process, you don't care about over here. That's why I'm like, no cold calls, just when you get a client, follow the process. So process is, I love the process as of now. Of course, eventually I would tweak it, but till now, I've had like 100% satisfaction rate with the process. So the process goes first, a strategy session. You love the questionnaire. How was the questionnaire?
It was great. It's nothing like I've seen someone do before.
Right.
And I feel like it makes the job so much easier, not just for us, but for our investor as well.
And it not only does rapport building, but in a very comfortable fashion. You know, you get all the information and you build that relationship. It's fantastic. I feel that's one big gap. Listening to the client, because the agent is always so obsessed about selling and closing the deal, you know, and I mean, listen to the client. He wants to invest, hear him out, you know. And then the second, numbers, because every investor at the end of the day wants numbers, right? How about making the entire Excel sheet? How did that go? Was it difficult? Or?
It was not difficult. It was actually fun, and it was very different than what I used to do before.
Right.
So before I used to do the typical cold calling and everything, and that used to take so much of my time, my energy, my patience level.
But now, don't you feel like a consultant, like an advisor?
Like an advisor, exactly.
Right, and that's the job. You're not just a broker. I think, see, you're handling massive investments. I mean, right now you're handling a client's $1 million, and then if he's happy with the kind of returns he's making, it's a lot more where that's coming from.
Exactly.
And then a lot more referrals where that's coming from. I mean, down the lane, I think in 2 or 3 months you'll be handling a portfolio with, 50 to 100 million dirhams. And that's where I believe everyone should carry themselves. So, sorry, back to process. Second stage was numbers. Numbers are fun.
Yes.
Third stage, we're going to do a pros and cons analysis. Now, this is where you take accountability, where it's not about commissions.
Honesty.
It's not even honesty. It's about, you should feel like a businessman. It should feel like it's your money. And then where you're like, okay, if I invest $1 million, where would I invest? And am I doing the best for the investor? And once you do that, he would feel it.
Would you say that's credibility?
Credibility, that's just nature of a person, I guess. You know, nature of the business, nature of the company, nature forward. I'd like to say that, you know, where we take accountability, where we take charge. Like, buy this. I'm assuring you that you will get this return because we know the market, we analyze, we sort that out, and then post the pros and cons. That's when, after all of that, we go for either a virtual viewing or a physical viewing, and that's it. I mean, it's not very complicated.
Does that depend on the client? What type of viewing you would like, or both?
It depends on the client. If you cannot travel to Dubai, see, most of our investors, they're really busy, and so they prefer just having a trustworthy partner out there who take care of them, you know. And because as long as you're making money, you have to invest. So the difference between probably, it's a very awkward statement, but probably the difference between why rich people are rich, because their money is always working. They don't they don't have idle money. Their money is making money. Their job is investing money in multiple platforms.
Passive income.
Right, whether it's forex, crypto, real estate. Real estate is probably one of the low risk, high return or medium return sort of investment channel. So yeah, as long as you got to figure it out. my goal, I hope you're having fun in this whole process.
I definitely am having fun, and most definitely than what I was doing before. I mean, the aim of Forward is how I wanted to start my journey in real
Right.
estate, but I couldn't really find anyone who had the same vision as me. And this is unique, this is different, but it is easy.
It is easy.
It is easy, it's
great.
not complicated, not for someone who's investing, and neither for us.
What I'm excited about is that forward, finally, there's going to be a lot more of Malaika than me. So now the next few videos,
Oh, that's a good thing.
That is a great thing. People are sick and tired of looking at me. They're like, oh God, again him.
Come on, come on. People
So-
love you.
So next we're going to see a lot more of Malaika. She's going to come up with a lot of great videos linked to real estate, metaverse, NFTs. So please,
We're gonna have a lot of that.
a lot of that. So thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to Forward.
Thank you for subscribing to Forward.